Hello everybody, welcome to Market Masterclass, and we're looking at the world economy today in the Mediterranean Ocean on the tip of Italy. It's the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea, and it's called Sicily, and it has massive cultural influences because it's a gateway between the East and the West historically. So you've got the Greeks and the Romans and the Arabs, and a well worthwhile mix of cultures, which has left a lot of historical sites in the island. So tourism is very, very important in the island. And what also draws a lot of foreigners there is the fact that it's associated with as the homeland and the origin of the mafia, the Cosa Nostra. And even the Italians recognized Cosa Nostra, the mafia, as a recognized criminal organization way back in 1865. And that sort of, since the 19th century, when the mafia, so-called mafia, took over the tenancy of a lot of the land and charged farmers additional payments, and basically became a recognized criminal organization. And within Italy, one has to say that it crept very much into politics as well, and greatly helped by the Americans during the Second World War, who had help from mafia personnel imprisoned even in the USA, who were then eventually let out of prison, and they even got posts during the Second World War in the anti-Mussolini government that was trying to organize the landings of the Allies in Sicily during the Second World War. And since then, it has remained in the country as a criminal organization, and has basically become a model for many criminal organizations within Italy and elsewhere, and it even has some sort of association with the triads in China, for instance. So getting back to the economy, let's look at the reality of the place. It's essentially an agricultural island, and they produce oranges and tangerines and lemons. 15% of all the wine produced in Italy comes from the Sicilian area, and 3/4 of the land is steeped in agricultural use. Interestingly enough, only about 11% of the labour force now is in agriculture, and 69% is in the services, particularly, of course, with the development and the popularity of tourism. So mafia gives it that cult factor, and the Sicilians are extremely hospitable, and of course you've got the Italian food, which is so popular worldwide. In terms of famous Sicilians in the past, you must have heard of Archimedes, the brilliant mathematician. He's Sicilian. Bellini, a very famous composer, and a lot of people will have heard of Quasimodo, who was a very famous Sicilian writer. What else do they do? It's in the Mediterranean Sea, so there's actually a considerable amount of fishing in the area, and 20% of the fish yield in the whole of Italy comes from Sicilian fishermen, and that is, they are catching tuna, sardines, and swordfish. So that's interesting for Sicily. Unfortunately, they do have an unemployment rate in the island which is over twice the average, which is in Italy, and the unemployment has been rated at about 14%. So the mafia is still quite an important force within Italy, and is still linked with politics, as it is in many other countries. Politics and corruption and criminality seem to go in some respects hand in hand, and that's the basic reputation of Sicily. And good luck to their fishing. They also do shipbuilding. In the small industries, shipbuilding is quite important. Mechanical engineering is important, and also a small petrochemical industry in the island. So that's Sicily. That's our take for today, and good luck to them. I hope you found that useful, interesting. Bye for now.